He had been standing under her apartment for 15 minutes, pretending he wasn't freezing, pretending he had a reason to be here other than the hollow fear in his chest. The December air stung his cheeks, and his fingers in his pockets had long gone numb, but he didn't leave. The light in her window was still on, a soft, warm, yellowish glow, just the way she liked it. And from that light, a pang of something sharp and unspoken pierced his heart. She had said she was tired and needed some time alone. But as fate would have it, the window in the living room remained lit for the third hour in a row, and someone inside was moving. Or were those just reflections from the TV? He watched upward for so long, refusing to admit his fear. His breathing grew shallow, as if he were climbing stairs, though he was merely standing on the cold sidewalk. "Marina," he whispered, as if she could hear him. His phone buzzed, a notification, but not from her. Too much silence had become their norm, too many unsaid grievances, and too many nothing-happened moments when it was clear something had. Yet he stepped forward. Each step up the stairs echoed in his chest. Her apartment door, worn with a small dent from a suitcase she had once thrown during an argument, looked like a point of no return. He knocked. Once, twice, silence, but after a few seconds, a faint, barely audible rustle, and a step. One, then another. The door creaked open. Her face was calm, too calm. Her eyes were red. "Why are you here?" she asked, as if she didn't know the answer. He swallowed hard. "We need to talk." She smiled slightly, nervously, briefly. "It's late." But she didn't shut the door, and in that moment he understood that she was waiting for him to step inside, to face everything they had been avoiding. She looked at him intently, almost studying him, as if trying to decipher whether he was here to resolve things or to blame her. He stepped inside, and the familiar scent of her home hit him. Jasmine tea, slightly humid air after a hot shower, and the soft notes of her perfume that lingered longer than she did. "Did you cry?" he asked quietly. She turned away, as if that could erase the traces of emotion from her face. "Tired. Just tired." He hated when she said that. Tired was her universal word that meant too much. She sat on the edge of the sofa, avoiding his gaze, and spoke. "We argue too often, and we rarely speak honestly." That was a blow, because she spoke the truth, and for the first time she wasn't trying to soften it. He sat down opposite her. "Do you want to end it?" She clasped her hands together, a small gesture she always made when she feared admitting something important. "I want to stop living like strangers." Those words rang in the room, heavy as glass shattering on tile. She raised her eyes, and in them was that mixture: fear, hope, plus exhaustion. "I don't feel like you're here anymore. It seems like you're always inside yourself." He leaned forward. "I am here, right now." She smiled faintly, a sad, hesitant smile. "And where were you the other months?" And he realized she wasn't accusing. She was finally speaking. But the chapter's end was near, because she took a step that changed everything. "And also, today, you called me 20 times. Why were you at the building? Do you not trust me or yourself?" His silence was the answer. Cliffhanger, she knew. The silence between them thickened, heavy enough to feel like a third presence in the room. Marina leaned back into the sofa cushions, crossing her arms, not defensively, but like someone bracing for impact. Her breathing had that uneven rhythm she always tried to hide, the one he knew meant she was overwhelmed. "Why were you there?" she repeated, softer this time. He opened his mouth, but no words came. His jaw clenched. His eyes kept darting around the room. Lamp, window, cup on the table. Anything but her face. "You think I'm lying to you?" she whispered. "No," he said, too quickly. "Reflex, not truth." She tilted her head slightly. Then what are you afraid of? He finally looked at her. The honesty in her gaze was almost painful. Her pupils were wide, shimmering under the warm apartment light. Her lips trembled, just barely. I'm afraid, he said slowly, that I'm losing you, and I won't even notice until it's too late. She blinked, slow, surprised, like the words had reached deeper than he intended. Why would I leave? She asked. He laughed under his breath, short and self-mocking. Because I stopped being someone worth staying for. Marina's fingers twitched, one of her micro-gestures he always caught. Cliffhanger. The tension in the room was palpable, and neither knew who would speak first.